Thank you, President Sands, for your generous introduction, your great leadership, and your friendship. My thanks to Provost Zhu, the Board of Trustees, the faculty and staff of Cleveland State University, every person who made this ceremony possible, and all of today's distinguished guests. While I am most disappointed that I could not be there with you physically today, I am certainly with you in spirit. Of course, I want to recognize all the friends and family members in the audience. Your sacrifice, your support, and your unconditional love have made today possible. Most importantly, to every graduate in the class of 2021, congratulations on completing this exciting chapter of your lives. As a proud graduate of the Cleveland Marshall College of Law, I am delighted to welcome you as fellow alumni of this great university. I know that getting here today hasn't been easy. Class of 2021, if you are the first person in your family to finish college, please just raise your hand. Raise your hand if you are an immigrant or were raised in an immigrant household. Raise your hands if you worked full time at some point while enrolled at CSU. Raise your hands if you received some form of financial aid to attend CSU. I understand firsthand that earning a degree does not come easy. I grew up in a family of modest means. I was the first person in my family to graduate from college and the first to go to graduate school. During 2 of the 3 years that I spent at Cleveland Marshall, I worked 40 hours a week. During the days, I worked in sales for AT&T, coordinating systems for companies that wanted to buy equipment like mainframes or landline phones. Some folks in the audience might still recall what that kind of technology looked like. Then during the evenings, I attended classes like constitutional law, torts and civil procedure, property and criminal law, and all the other courses required by Cleveland Marshall. Eventually, after many long days and long nights, I was finally able to earn my degree. I still remember how much my graduation meant to me and to my entire family. So I am absolutely thrilled to share this moment with you. We all know that while today is a time of celebration, tomorrow is likely to bring a different feeling. You may wake up and ask yourself a question. That question is, what comes next? Class of 2021, as you prepare to embark on your next chapter, I'd like to share a few words of advice. I hope they can play a small part in helping you determine what truly matters to you and how you can find fulfillment in the years to come. Trust me, the time will go by in the blink of an eye. My first piece of advice is this: always remember that the world is watching you. Never forget the example you set for all those who look up to you: your siblings, your cousins, your friends, the members of your church, and your entire community. They all take pride in your success, and many of them may strive to follow in your footsteps. Do not give them a reason to doubt your honesty or your character. The same principle will hold true in your career. Your reputation will be your most important asset. Take my word for it. People choose to hire, to mentor, and to promote the folks whom they trust, they like, and they respect. So resist the temptation to cut corners, to sabotage others, or to take the easy way out. Have faith that your integrity will be rewarded in the long run. That brings me to my second piece of advice, and that is expect adversity and become accustomed to persevering through it. I know that you are up to the challenge. During the course of my life, there have been times when I've climbed the ladder of success and times when I've slipped back down. At no time did I ever give up on myself or lose hope. I want to say something in particular to those graduates who are women and who are people of color. I know the world won't always treat you fairly. Growing up, I was taught that just to be seen as an equal, I needed to be my very best. I needed to be smarter, to work harder, and to be better than my peers. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be considered for an opportunity. At times, even being the best wasn't enough. I still remember my first job out of law school at the company that used to be called McNeil Laboratories. They're the folks who make medical products like Tylenol. At one meeting after another, I noticed that clients would rarely address their comments or their questions toward me, even though I was the senior lead on the account. Instead, they would direct their attention to my staffers, who were nearly always younger, often male, and often white. That is until it was time to make a decision. Then they realized who was really in charge. Class of 2021, do your best to take the indignities, the hardships, and the setbacks in stride. Trust that you have the talent and the skills to overcome them, including the skills that you have developed at CSU. Focus your energies on appreciating the beautiful things in life. Find the things that bring you joy and find the good in others. Class of 2021, use your voice and your platform to change society for the better. We have all been fortunate to receive an education at an institution like CSU. Sure, we worked hard to earn our degrees. At the same time, we've been blessed with opportunities that many Americans will never enjoy. That is especially true this year as our country continues to weather a global pandemic. Don't take for granted the advantages that you've been given. Advantages like a good education and the support of your family and friends. The best way to express your gratitude is by giving back to your community to help improve the life of another person. It was a commitment to service that led me to CSU. When I went to college and law school back in the 70s and 80s, our society was emerging from a period of national awakening. We were just a few years removed from the stain of segregation and Jim Crow. The Black Panthers and the Black Power movement were reshaping Black consciousness and Black identity. While our country has made much progress since those days, we all know that we have much more to do. Today, we are living through another period of awakening. We have seen the recent rise of the Me Too movement and a massive grassroots movement to eliminate systemic racism from our criminal justice system and our entire society. Class of 2021, I urge each of you to lend your voice to a cause that is close to you, close to your heart, a cause that is bigger than yourself. You can lead from the front or work behind the scenes. All that matters is that you do something to advance the greater good, that you do something for someone less fortunate than yourself. Today, I have the great honor of serving in the Biden-Harris administration as the 18th Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Our mission is to help provide every person with a fair chance to live with dignity, with security, with grace, and with respect, a home. Class of 2021, remember that you will always have a home at CSU, a place where you can feel seen, protected, and valued. No matter where life takes you, you will always be a member of this community. I hope that during the journey ahead, you will each find balance, see the beauty in the small things, and understand the things that are truly important. Challenge yourselves, stretch out, take the road less traveled, forge your own path. I cannot wait to see all that you will accomplish. Now go out there and do your part to change the world for the better. Congratulations, class of 2021.